Dr. Peter Glidden here, your friendly neighborhood naturopath, your steadfast advocate for health, welcoming you to another live edition of Fire Your MD Now. Today is Thursday, the 23rd day of May. Thursday, the 23rd day of May. Be sure to join us on the webinar this evening, 8 o'clock Central Time, where I discuss your supplement program and how to optimize its absorption. Phytates, no phytates, with a meal, without a meal, with water, with tequila. What are you going to do? How are you going to mix that stuff up? What dosages are you going to take? What are you going to give your kids? What are you going to do with your friends? What are you going to do with your neighbors? What are you going to do with your enemies? How are you going to deal with the dosage question? That's tonight at 8 o'clock Central on FireYourMDNow.com. As a subscription holder, this event open only to subscription holders. It's $17 a month to sign up for my online health recovery subscription service, in which you will gain access to 4 hours of live webinars a week and over 53 hours of recorded archived information. And that beats a poke in the eye with a sharp stick. It's Thursday, so you know what that means. That means it is kicking it with Commander Day. Let's give a nice Dr. Glidden round of applause to Mark Denning, a.k.a. the Commander.
Amen there.
Welcome aboard, brother. How's it going today, and what's on your mind?
I am... I'm burned, man, because I had one of my cases yesterday. I took a patient from one place, a very prestigious medical center in Chicago, for a revision of abdominoplasty where they did it in Mexico.
Oh, really? So she had a surgical procedure in Mexico.
Yeah. Totally botched, my friend.
They botched it, and now she had to be transported to the hospital so that they could fix it, and you were there along for the ride, making sure she didn't code before she got to the hospital.
Oh, not on my watch, buddy. Not on my watch. Nobody codes on the commander's watch. If they do, they come back.
You know, I wanted to go over something that we talked about probably a couple of months ago, because I'm not sure I completely understood this. We were talking a little while ago about how, you know, you've been in the back of an ambulance for how long now? How many years?
About 12.
12 years. All right, that's a goodly time. Now, in your experience, sitting there in the back, what's going on with the availability of drugs, emergency life-saving drugs, that you have access to in the ambulance and that they have access to in the emergency rooms at the hospital? Tell us, bring us up to speed about that, because I think it's a worthwhile thing to discuss.
It always is. We're not seeing the amounts that we've had in the past. I mean, I think it's two main things. One, people, of course, are sicker, right? And second of all, the more we keep tearing up our natural resources, we don't have raw materials to make any of these. And, you know, it's great that we have technology, but it's not great that we have so many sick people because of it. So we've had to make modifications in our protocols because of the shortages of medicines. Like, say you wanted to go to a hospital now and have a surgical procedure, they might have to postpone it because they don't have the medicine to do it. Then you may be in a rut. You have a cardiac arrest, we may have to modify our procedure. There was one medicine that had a shortage. It's to stimulate it's to raise your heartbeat, not to stimulate, not adrenaline. It's called atropine. But that was coming down the pipe as a shortage. It makes me think that much harder.
Yeah, I can understand, because
my toolbox.
Yeah, right, because you're used to doing it this way, and you're used to having all the tools at your disposal, and then they take away half the tools in your toolbox. It's like, holy crap, I got to be creative now and figure this stuff out. So do you think that, or do you have any sense of what's behind this? I mean, is it that medicines are more and more expensive? Is it that the hospitals are less and less funded? Is it then what's at the root cause of this besides, just a slowdown in the production at the pharmaceutical plants? What do you think is going on?
Well, I think that it's just people not getting the right advice from people like naturopaths and the holistic practitioners to gain control of their own health, so we don't have to rely on them.
Yeah, well, that's an interesting, so from your point of view, in the last 12 years, what you have witnessed taking people to the hospital is that more and more and more and more and more and more people each year need to be transported to the hospital. So it's not so much that maybe there's a slowdown in the production of the drugs. It's just that there's way more people getting sick now, needing to be transported, and the supply can't keep up with the demand. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. I mean, I've been a nurse for 26 years. I've been in ambulances for over 30, but just 12 the most consistently. The last 12. As a nurse in the back of the ambulance. But we're watching people, the hospitals can't provide services for people that need them. And then, you hear about hospitals that are getting sued. They're going after the doctors in Florida to get them because they were putting tracheostomies in people's necks that didn't need them.
Interesting.
They were putting a hole in their neck to breathe. I think, I try to stay the heck out of politics because, I'm more of a people person. You've known me now for about 4 years. To be that way. But it's very mind-boggling. And I'm feeling it today a little bit more after yesterday because, they literally took this lady's stomach muscle out to do this abdominoplasty, when normally they just take a section of skin out and tighten it up, But they did take the abdominal muscle. I mean, what was this? This lady went to Mexico to visit her friend. They said, somehow she got duped into it, and she's been 9 months in a rehab hospital trying to grow more skin so they can go in and close it. She hasn't eaten food for that long either, so that's kind of crazy.
Well, that is kind of crazy, and that's this whole thing now, that there's a whole new generation of medical treatments that are called medical tourism, right? Because things are so expensive here in the United States, people are looking to go to places like Switzerland, well, no, not Switzerland, but Mexico and the Czech Republic and France, or the United Kingdom or Ireland or Scotland in order to get a medical procedure done for, thousands of dollars less. I mean, thousands of dollars less. I ran a story last week about the discrepancies inside the United States, even inside cities, from hospital to hospital. That, for instance, a knee replacement surgery at one hospital in Los Angeles is going to be $20,000 more than another hospital in the same city. And it's like, what the heck is going on? Well, I'll tell you what's going on. This is, the marketplace of medicine, unregulated medical marketplace here in the United States. It's a big deal. And it's a triple tragedy here, right? Because, number one, people are getting screwed royally financially by a runaway, monopolistic, Machiavellian, MD-directed, mediocre medical machine. Number two, nobody knows about naturopathic medicine. Nobody knows about the holistic approach. Nobody knows that there do, in fact, exist science-based, clinically verified alternatives to drugs and surgery. And number three, when people think that they really do need the surgery and they can't afford it, well, what are they going to do? They're going to go somewhere. So they're going to go overseas. They're going to go to Mexico, and then, you got to roll the dice when that happens. It's just a tragedy, man. I mean, it's just more and more and more and more and more and more of this nonsense. When do you think it'll end? I mean, do you think it'll ever end?
No.
Yeah, I don't either.
No.
I honestly...
Unless the Lord has another flood.
Yeah. I don't know that that's going to happen in this lifetime, but I tell you what, this is why I'm so happy to be a member of Youngevity, so happy to be around people like you, so happy to be affiliated with Dr. Wallach, because in his wisdom years ago, right, Wallach saw this predicament. He saw that the United States, and that quite frankly every free nation in the world, even the nations that aren't free, are headed over the cliff of doom, of medical doom, because the therapies that MDs bring to the table, they don't work. That's why we have a healthcare crisis. They just don't work. So he figured out a way to make a difference, to make it work. That's by generating science-based, clinically verified medical nutrition to the masses, bringing the simple solution that healing is easy through medical nutrition to as many people as want to listen to us. And that's what we're going to talk about here coming up in the second hour, ladies and gentlemen. 866-582-9933, 866-582-9933. That's the number to call to talk to me. And in the first half hour today, the Commander, if you're listening to the podcast and would like a number to call to talk about the health opportunity or the wealth opportunity delivered by Youngevity, that number, 855-347-3696, 855-347-3696. And remember, you can always check us out 24/7 on the World Wide Web at fireyourmdnow.com and fireyourmdnow.ca. That's fireyourmdnow.com or fireyourmdnow.ca. There it is right in back of me if you're watching the video feed. And if you do go to this website, check out, click on the Youngevity button, follow the links. When you do that, you will automatically become a member of Team Glidden. And Team Glidden is the place you want to be if you want your Youngevity business to have the medical support, the business support, and just be involved with a really great team of people like the Commander, like Corey Prop, like Dominic, like Ashley and Duffy James and everybody else in the organization. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We're taking your calls when we come back. I am Dr. Peter Glidden, and this is Fire Your MD Now. Today is Thursday, the 23rd day of May 2013, here with the Commander, a.k.a. Mark Denning. The number to call to talk with us live, 866-582-9933. Let's say we take some calls, Commander. Are you up for that?
Let's go heal some people, brother.
All right, we're going to go to Indiana and talk to Belinda about kidney damage. Hey, Belinda, thanks for calling. You are live.
Hi, Dr. Glidden. How are you today? And Commander?
Fantastic.
Belinda.
Awesome. Well, I have a friend who was basically run over by a tractor about 20 years ago, and it damaged his kidneys. And now he's on dialysis. He still produces a little urine, but my friends heard about what we were doing with Youngevity and wondered if we could help her husband.
Boy, that's a tricky situation, right? Because most of the time, people that are on dialysis, it's not because of physical trauma. It's because of some type of inborn error of metabolism, which is a result of chronic nutrient deficiencies and consistent consumption of all the bad food. Now, you know, the body has a remarkable ability to fix itself. So, from our point of view, people that have suffered from a trauma there's no bad news here, because everybody needs to take the 90 essential nutrients anyway. Everybody needs to eliminate the 10 bad foods anyway. So in order to support and promote the structure and function of their body moving forward, they're going to need to up the ante with their medical nutrition, just because that's what everybody has to do. And, you know, you never know. Extra stuff that I would give in the face of chronic trauma or to the kidney, or, you know, historical trauma to the kidney is what I'm trying to say, would be the Super KB plus the Ultimate Daily Capsules. Super KB plus Ultimate Daily Capsules. Your thoughts, Commander?
Yeah. What do you think about the fucoidan for the stem cell regeneration?
Oh, that's not a bad idea. See, that's why two brains are better than one. A fucoidan is also an excellent idea. I'm hearing from people using the fucoidan products that they get more bang for their buck from the liquid Z radical than they do from the capsules. Have you seen anything similar to that, Commander? What's your take on that?
Well, I'm a big capsule hitter because, you know, my history with the with the blood clots. But yeah, I got a lot of people that love the Z-Rad, especially when they have a lot of inflammation involved, because then it's like a 1-2 punch with the ORAC value of the super juices, and then the addition of the fucoidan in there and the liquid. It's just really it's a big 1-2 punch. It's a knockout.
Yeah, and that's a great idea, but nobody knows the dosage of the fucoidan. So Belinda, is there what's the body weight of the person we're talking about here? Do you know?
He's 6 feet, 165 pounds.
Yeah, so I'd start with 2 bottles of Z-Radical and 2 bottles of Fucoid Z a month if you can afford it. Plus, of course, the Super KB and the Ultimate Daily. The Ultimate Daily capsules would be my first fallback, and then, of course, depending on the budget, add more and more. And remember, Belinda, if you ever come up against somebody who they need $200 of supplements a month, but they've only got $50 to spend a month, then enroll them into the business. Because we have hundreds of people. I mean, probably thousands now. You know me, I don't like to exaggerate. I don't like to, conflate. We have hundreds of people in the downline who made enough money in their first 3 months of doing the business to completely pay for $350, $400 worth of supplements a month for free. So this is a very doable thing, especially in this economy. So that's and there's nothing to lose into the bargain here, because everybody needs to do the 90 essential nutrients and everybody needs to clean their diet up. So good for you for being a watchdog for the health of the people in your community, Belinda, because the medical doctors have nothing for us except, anti-inflammatory meds, prescription meds, surgery, dialysis, and then death. Mm-hmm. So good on you for taking a stand for the health of your community. Now go out there, Belinda, and enroll some more people.
Yeah,
we're coming up against the heartbreak here, Commander. Sorry to cut you off. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Dr. Peter Glidden here with the Commander today. Check him out on Facebook at Wellness Warriors with a Z. That's Wellness Warriors with a Z. And follow me on Twitter at Dr. Glidden. Dr. Glidden, that's DrGlidden. Check it out. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Dr. Peter Glidden, your friendly neighborhood naturopath, welcoming you to another live presentation of Fire Your MD Now. Kicking it with the Commander today on the 23rd day of May in the year 2013. Going to go to Pennsylvania now and talk to Linda. How is it going, girl?
Glenn.
What is up?
Hi, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you're coming in loud and clear.
Okay, so I've lost a lot of weight in the past year. I have a lot of excess skin. I'm going to be getting a tummy tuck in about 2 weeks. And when he gave me the list of herbal supplements not to take, one of them was like vitamin E and ESAs. And, I mean, it's great that he gave me that list, but, of course, you are my consult. And so I wanted to know how you felt as far as me staying on the 90 pre-operation and post-operation. I know you want me to, get some homeopathic items and killer biotics, but I'm not quite understanding why there's certain things like garlic and vitamin E and fish oils that he would not want me to take.
Well, I'm gonna let the Commander take a swing at this. I want to see what his answer is, and then I'll give you my take. Commander, what do you think?
Okay.
Well, I think they're scared that she's going to bleed to death.
Exactly correct. I mean, that's the thing. They don't want you to do the fish oil because fish oil thins blood, which is interesting, right? Because when somebody comes in with blood that's too thick, why don't they ever recommend fish oil? Why do they give Coumadin, a.k.a. rat poison, if they know that fish oil is going to thin somebody's blood? I mean, they know it so well that they recommend you stop it pre-surgery.
Yeah, really?
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just insanity and hypocrisy on their parts. I have no idea why they recommend stop taking garlic. What do you think about that, Commander?
It was a whole list of stuff, and I'm like, oh, my God, this is scary.
Because they're chicken and uninformed.
Yeah,
so I should stick with my 90 for life and my selenium and all that stuff, right? Like, there's no reason why I should stop BTT because I'm getting 600% of vitamin E dosage in a serving.
No. And also understand, and I'm going to do a webinar about this at some point in time. I keep threatening to do this, and I'll have to follow through. But the recommended daily doses are nonsense. I mean, they're completely irrelevant. They're not, I mean, it's just a made-up number that has no actual grounding in reality. So nobody has any working knowledge of what, except Dr. Wallach.
RDAs are about, yeah.
Of what the RDAs are about, so you don't need to worry about that. Are you currently taking any meds? Are you taking any meds?
No, I'm healthy. I stay away from 10 bad foods even before I was introduced to longevity.
Great.
And I'm on 90 for life and Z-Rad and Cherry Mins and glucogel, and I take everything just because I want my body to be as healthy as it can, even if I didn't get this surgery. But then I just went in for pre-op today, and he's like, I know you're doing longevity, but here's like a list of 25 natural things you can't take. And I'm like, oh, God, here we go.
No, that's 25 things that you're telling me I shouldn't take, but I'm going to make up my own mind, is what you need to say. I know it got me there. One of the things you could add, though, Dr. Glidden, you might agree with this, is to do some colloidal silver for a week before the procedure, just to help boost the immune system in a little bit better way, because you are going into the hospital, the mecca of all mega organisms, so you need to be really careful about that.
Yeah,
do you want me to ingest the colloidal silver?
Yes. The answer is yes. Yes. Ingest.
I have some.
The colloidal silver, that can't hurt. And also, have you ever tried the PureWorks antibacterial foam?
Oh, I use it every day on my armpits for deodorant.
Yeah, right. Well, look, make sure you bring some with you to the hospital. Keep it by your bed, and before you go into surgery, do some on your hands and on your face, and then when you get out and you wake up, do it again, because that's the main locus of the vector of bacterial and viral infiltration into the body is through the hands. So especially when you're in the hospital. So use that stuff liberally when you're in the hospital. And when are you going to have the surgery?
June 6th, exactly 2 weeks from today.
All right. Now remind us, please, of who it was that enrolled you into our longevity way of wisdom. Who was it that brought you into the fold, Ethelinda?
Kendall Ellerby from South Carolina. He's one of my best friends since high school.
Kendall Ellerby, yeah. Isn't that funny how it goes like this, right? See, this is the wonderful thing about the network, because you never know who's going to show you the light. I mean, it can be someone that you went to high school with, someone you went to grade school with, someone that you buy your coffee from. I mean, God only knows who it is in longevity. And this is how we are, in fact, changing the world one person at a time by building a giant network. Now, how is your longevity business going, Ethelinda? What's the enrollment thing like for you?
I think it's been going great. I hit executive I hit executive in 3 weeks, and I just did another CEO mega sign up yesterday. As soon as I'm done buying these vegetables, I'm going to sign somebody else up for another Healthy Start pack. But you know what it is? It's because I took the Healthy Start Challenge at the end of March, and you know that. And you know I was anti-ASAP, and I've been doing everything according to what should be done, stay away from 10 bad foods. Oh, my God, Dr. G, I'm only 1 pound away from my goal weight. I've lost 26 pounds in like 57 days. I feel amazing. And, I did lose a lot of weight prior to being introduced to longevity, which is why I've got all this extra skin. But let me tell you, I've never felt so more alive in my life. And same thing with my daughter. She's amped up on like 50 bazillion. It used to be like 2,000 because of the way we ate. But now we're getting nutrified properly, and it's like, wow. But yeah, my business side is going well, I'd say. I think hitting EMD in 3 weeks is pretty good, right?
Pretty good.
No, seriously. No, I'm being serious.
No, I mean, I'm laughing with you, not at you. Yes, I mean, absolutely. It's fantastic. I mean, I don't think very many people that do that. You're way ahead of the curve, Ethelinda. And the magic here is in committing to having a minimum of 10 enrollment conversations a week. 10 enrollment conversations, whatever that's like for you. You know, lending the magazine, lending a CD, bringing people to a webinar, emailing people a link to a video, bringing people to a telephone call, whatever it is that works for you, and mix it up, you know, just to keep it exciting. Expose what we're doing to a minimum of 10 people a week. Teach all of your business builders to do the same. And 1 year from now, you will not recognize your bank account, as God is my witness. 10 people a week is the key. You can do it, Ethelinda.
Well, I'm
Thanks.
a firm believer that I'm all about this whole mission. You know, commission is commission. I make fairly good money in my career, but I'm all about helping people realize the true meaning behind health. And that's why it's been taking off for me. Not so much the business side, but people see me like, wow, you look amazing. You feel great. You have all this energy. You know, your face looks clear. What is going on? You're glowing. What is going on? And, you know, at first I was hesitant to tell them, but now I let them know. And I literally have people one day, let's say, today's what, Thursday? Tuesday, a lady said to me at the gym, I'm so mad at you. You didn't call me. I want longevity. I thought she was full of BS. No, seriously, thought she was full of BS. I call her Tuesday night. Wednesday, she meets me at the gym and gives me a check for 2 Healthy Start Packs.
Oh, you got to love it.
Wow.
I mean, this is really good. Have you started using the magazine at all to help enroll people or not?
No, Matt asked me if I have, and I have not. And he said that would probably be a good avenue for me, so I do need to get acclimated with that process.
You know, I mean, you don't know what you don't know, and it's another tool in the tool belt. And, you know, I think it's a good tool to use. I don't think it should be the only thing that people do. I think we should use the magazine and use the CDs and use the company videos and use the company phone calls and use my webinars and use Facebook, right? Wellness Warriors.
Yeah.
And, of course, the radio shows, Wallach's books. I mean, there's a number of ways to skin this cat. So don't just get focused into one way of doing it. But I'm telling you, Ethelinda, the magic here, the secret to your success is consistent effort over time with a minimum of 10 enrollment conversations a week. That will change your life. Not 6, not 7, not 8, not 9, a minimum of 10. So go out there and get her done. And let's give Ethelinda a big longevity. Fire your MD now. Team Glidden.
Team Glidden!
Applause. Here we go, kiddo. You're the greatest, Ethelinda. Now go out there and enroll somebody else. You can do it. Keep up the good work, kiddo.
Thanks.
Go get them.
Yeah, my goal is to have SEMD by July. I'm going to get there. I'm type A. There's no other way. So if you say 10 a week, I'm going for 20. That's just how I am.
All right.
All right. Call us back with an update. I appreciate the phone call.
Right,
Thank you so much for the phone call. Very, very good. We've got time for one more phone call in this segment. I believe we're going to go to Texas now. How does that sound, Commander? You up for Texas?
Yeah.
JD from Texas, you are live. Thank you so much for the call, JD. What's going on?
I talked to you yesterday, and I had 5 minutes, and I couldn't get it all done.
JD, I can't hear you. Come on in, JD. You can do it.
Come on, JD. Where you at, man?
Hello. Can you hear me?
JD, there you are. Are you back? Yeah, we can't hear you, JD.
Yeah, anyway, I had 5 minutes with you yesterday, and I was taking notes, and I don't think I got everything down.
All right.
That's the schizophrenia, eggs, de-stress. Is that a longevity?
Yes, sir. That's a product by Longevity that's heavy in B vitamins. B like baby. It's called De-Stress, you know, like detoxify. That's D like David dash stress. De-Stress. I think it's a Super Life product. Is that right, Commander?
Roger that. Super Life Division. Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
You told me 4 bottles of something, but I couldn't talk to you. It sounded like you sort of took me off the line while you finished up. But it's 4 bottles of something, but I can't remember what it was.
Okay, so it would have been 4 bottles of plant-derived minerals.
What
4
kind?
bottles of plant-derived minerals.
Plant.
That's the Longevity liquid mineral supplement. Yep, 4 bottles
Comes
of
in a 4-pack. Right, Dr.
derived minerals. Oh, yeah, when you buy that, buy it in the case. The case is a 4-pack. The Commander's right. You save a lot of money if you do it that way, if you buy it by the case.
Save some bucks.
Okay, it's plant what? Plant derived?
Yep, plant-derived minerals. It's liquid.
Yep.
And that's a longevity product.
Yep.
Plant-derived minerals.
Yes, sir.
Minerals, okay. And I got the Healthy Start Pack down here.
Yeah, that's it. So that's good to go. We got the Healthy Start Pack, the plant-derived minerals, and the de-stress.
10 bad foods.
And eliminate the 10 bad foods. And all I want her to eat is eggs and butter and salt and rare steak and chicken with the skin and full-fat milk and full-fat yogurt. And she needs to go crazy for cholesterol.
I've got one more question.
Shoot.
Are you familiar with a test called alpha fetoprotein?
Alpha, yeah, I am familiar with it.
Well, why doesn't these doctors give that to every new patient they get?
Well, you know, because it's not a perfect world. I mean, here's the deal. It took the doctors 50 years to get on board with washing your hands before you operate on somebody. It took the doctors 50 years to come up to speed with washing your hands before you deliver babies. They're old-fashioned, stick-in-the-muds, and if you expect the medical doctor to forward the cause of medicine, you got your head in the sand, buddy. That's why we do this show. Sorry, we're up against a hard break here. Wish I could talk more. Stick around, ladies and gentlemen. I'm coming back with the commander for the last segment in just a little while. 866-582-9933. Give us a call. 866-582-9933. That's the number to call to speak to the commander and Dr. Glidden live today, May 23rd, 2013, 866-582-9933. Commander, we're going to go to Massachusetts next, I think, my old stomping grounds, and talk to Richard.
Sir.
Hey, Richard, thanks for calling. You are live.
This is UMass Richard.
Hey, UMass Richard. No, it really is my old stomping ground. Thanks for calling back. How's it going, man?
Going good. By the way, on that diet, I dropped 6 pounds in 6 days.
Wow.
You know,
Which one was that? Which one?
1,200 calorie diet.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I've been doing that Healthy Choice. They have these steam meals.
Yeah.
And they're really good. Matter of fact, crazy as it sounds, my doctor suggested that I use those because their sodium's not way in the moon.
Well, he's wrong about that, or it's irrelevant because sodium is completely irrelevant. It's a non-starter. That's just another medical myth. I mean, you know, there is a sodium level at which you can hurt yourself, but it is 1,000 times more than the medical doctors think it is. They don't know what they're talking about when it comes to sodium. But I'm glad that you followed the advice and that you dialed in 1,200 calories however you did it, as long as when you did it, you're avoiding the 10 bad foods, right?
Oh, yeah. I've been avoiding those like the plague. Matter of fact, I'm down a total of 30 pounds in 30 days.
Well, you're in good company. Commander, how many pounds did you lose altogether?
About 100.
Good. Fantastic.
Join the Century Club, my friend. Join the Century Club if it's with, you know, if you don't shrivel up too small, you know.
Yeah, really. Well,
we don't want you to go too late.
I want to get down to where I was before, so I'm going to get there. No problem. I have 2 questions. One is, remember I had congestive heart failure. And, you know, when I lay down at nighttime, I get these cramps in my legs, which are not too bad. Usually I can sleep through them. They're pretty mild. But the other night, I really got them bad. I had like Charlie horses in both legs. You got any suggestions for that?
Oh, yeah, that's easy. Commander, take it away.
Yeah, how much AstroFX Plus are you taking, and how much do you weigh now?
Well, I haven't got the FX Plus yet. I ordered it. It's on its way.
Well, that's the issue right there. I mean, one of the things you could do to relieve that until you get that is, you know, we always talk about alternative therapies. They're not alternative. They're where they need to be, you know. I've sat in the tub with some Epsom salts to help relieve and keep everything relaxed and then go to bed. But when you get the OsteoFX Plus, how much do you weigh now?
Right now I'm 200 and 211.
211. You know, for about 90 days, I would do about 3 ounces a day. I would split it up, one with breakfast, one with lunch. You know, you could take those with a little bit of orange juice because it'll help the absorption. And then at nighttime, take an ounce with about 3 ounces of room temperature water. Not only will it help you put to sleep, but I think you're going to find that you won't have the leg cramps at night. And that way you can combine it with your Healthy Start Pack. And it'll be less expensive that way. Dr. Glidden and I are both a fan of the Cal Toddy, though. In the summertime, we sweat bullets, and it's good for the magnesium is good for me. I found out that I have trouble with that. So through Dr. Glidden's tutelage, we like the Cal Toddy, and you could do that the same way if you prefer. The magnesium also has a great effect on the vascular system and help cramping.
My next question was, I've got a friend in Florida, and I don't know exactly. I think it's the guy's about 65 years old, and I'm friends with his wife. We talk a lot on the phone, but he's on statin drugs.
All right, we're coming up against the hard break here, gentlemen. We're going to have to answer that question at the top of the next hour, Richard, so stay tuned, stick around. Commander, thank you so much for your time. It's always a pleasure seeing you. Visit the Commander at Wellness Warriors on Facebook. That's Wellness Warriors with a Z. Thanks for everything, Commander, and go out there and get them.
Thank you, brother.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the Commander in the house. Let's give him a big fireyourmdnow.com, a round of applause. Thanks, everybody. Coming up in the second hour, hour 2, taking your phone calls. Thanks for tuning in and turning on.